Hi, I'm Karmen, and I direct scientific programming at RareX. Today, I want to talk about genetic test reports. I'm going to show you a couple. We're going to talk about what types of genetic test reports we're looking for to be uploaded into the DCP, and then I'm going to show you how easy it is to upload them. So let's get started. And first, I'm going to take a look at a couple of genetic test reports. So here is one, and I want to share this to show you that the items that I have highlighted in yellow on this document are just some of the data points that we are going to be capturing in the genetic data curation. So when we capture data out of the genetic test reports, it's really critical that we have the entire report, because there are lots of little things that we pull out of that we're going to make sure are available to researchers. This even includes way down at the bottom, this mitochondrial DNA reference sequence. So there are lots of little tidbits, really important to get the whole report. Now, this genetic test report is pretty obvious. It says genetic test report right at the top. It is from a genetic testing lab. Sometimes genetic test reports might come from different types of labs. This one comes from Arup Laboratories, which does lots of different types of genetic testing. And it's for a type of genetic testing called methylation-sensitive PCR. There are lots of different types of genetic testing. So there's chromosomal analysis and fish analysis. There's sequencing. There's panel-based sequencing. There's whole exome sequencing, whole genome sequencing. There are lots of different types of genetic testing, and they can come from different types of laboratories. Here's one. This is cytogenetic analysis. So this is really a chromosomal analysis. And you can see that there is a logo at the top for Mayo Clinic. So sometimes they come from hospital laboratories. That is not uncommon. So your genetic test report could come from what obviously looks like a genetic testing lab. It could come from a different type of lab, or it could come from a hospital lab. As I said, there are lots of different types of genetic testing. We are interested in all of these different types of genetic testing. And critically, we are interested in genetic test results that are positive, that found something, and those that are negative. That's actually important too. There are some things that are not genetic test reports for uploading. And I've seen some of these get uploaded. I understand why they got uploaded, but it's really better for everybody if we just try to make sure that we're uploading the right thing. So if you have a publication or a case report where you or your child was included because this disease is quite rare and you were included in that publication, that's valuable, but it is not a genetic test report. As you could see from what I showed you before, there are lots of little different details that we need to pull out for the genetic curation, and those wouldn't be in there. Similarly, if it's a clinic note from your doctor describing the genetic test result to you, that doesn't have enough data for us. We cannot use that in the genetic curation. If you have a report that's metabolic or enzyme testing, that's not genetic testing. If you're not sure, you can reach out and ask us. Or if you're pretty sure it's genetic testing, but there's something in there about enzymes or they're combined, that's okay. Go ahead and upload it. Lastly, and I know that this is a little bit frustrating for some people right now, family member test results are not something that we want uploaded. So if you have 2 children and one of them underwent genetic testing and that was positive, but they're both affected clinically, your doctor may have told you that it's not necessary to test the other one, which is likely true clinically. You may want to upload that child's test report for both children. We will capture that later, but for now, we only want genetic test results that really belong to the participant in that particular record. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing here. And I want to make sure to show you just how easy it is to upload these results. So I'm going to share my screen once more, and I'm going to show you. So here you can see that I am in the DCP. And if I were on the dashboard over here, you know, I just scroll down to the left to the documents folder, and I go ahead and upload. And here I will just upload one. And I'm going to go ahead and tag that as a genetic test report. If you forget, you can tag it afterward. And then I'm going to go ahead and save. That's it. It's done. It is literally that easy. So thank you all so much for your partnership. Thank you for your efforts in tracking down these genetic test reports. If you didn't have them in hand previously and you've gotten them in order to upload them. And thank you for your trust. We are going to be getting to work on curating this data so that we have it for researchers to analyze. And that's really going to make it powerful. Okay. Take care.